Hi, I'm Dr. Karin Drummond, owner of Drummond Chiropractic, and I'm really excited. We have a special guest today.
Hi, I'm Amy Rednauer. I'm the owner of A Fungus Amoung Us LLC, and we are a first-generation mushroom farm located in Spencer, Indiana.
I am so excited to learn about your mushrooms. Okay, but I have to ask you, how did you get started? Like, what got you into mushrooms?
So we started April 1st, 2022. It was a time where, there's chaos. We weren't sure what was going on. Grocery stores were limiting you to what you could buy. So it turned out a way for us to feed our own family, a need to feel, and then it turned to a way for us to support our community. So it's been great.
That's awesome. Tell me more about each mushroom that you brought. She brought a bunch of goodies.
I brought all kinds of stuff. We'll start with the fresh and go from there. So today I did bring some fresh lion's mane. This is one of our culinary mushrooms and also one of our medicinal mushrooms.
Beautiful.
Isn't that? And I mean, you can smell it already, how it wafts and everything is just so beautiful. So this is our lion's mane mushroom here. It is one of our wood eaters. Most of the mushrooms that we cultivate are all wood eaters. They grow on a mixture of soy hull pellets and oak pellets, which is great because those are both byproducts that other people find as waste, but our mushrooms love to eat them. And so this is the beautiful fruit of the lion's mane. And whenever you flip it over and see the backside, you can actually see what is left over of the fruiting block that it actually grows on. So here's your soy hulls and your oak pellets, and then the rest of this is just the beautiful mushroom fruit of it. So that's our lion's mane.
And what are the medicinal properties of the lion's mane?
So the medicinal properties from the lion's mane is going to be your brain health mushroom, your cognitive function, mental clarity. I've even told people have told me they feel happier and almost like a lighter feeling whenever they consume this mushroom, which is just, it's kind of hard to imagine feeling lighter, but it's amazing. The clarity, less fog in the morning, that's what we need. We need to be more clear.
All of us could use some of that.
If you want to hold that one, you can see how it feels. It's almost like light and fluffy. And when you go and you peel with it and eat it, it's really cool because it peels kind of like string cheese. It's just so fluff and fluffy. This is our blue oyster mushroom. It also grows on our soy hulls and oak pellets, and you can see he grows in a beautiful cluster like this, almost like trumpets almost. You can see all the beautiful gills on the bottom side.
Yes.
And the same thing, he has a small little bit right here that we pull off the mushroom block, but all the rest of this is the oyster mushroom block that you just cook. You can fry, bake, saute them. It's just endless what you can do with these mushrooms.
That's awesome.
The gills on the backside, so whenever you hear people say like they release spores and everything, they actually come from these gills here on the bottom.
Right. And then is this something you would can you eat this raw or do you need to cook this one?
So we always suggest cooking it first. Some people have known to have an allergic reaction to raw mushrooms. So whenever you cook it, you kind of help nullify that effect. I have people who stir swell by eating it raw. I have a bodybuilder actually who loves to eat them raw, but I always suggest to cook them first just to be on the safe side.
Safe, yeah.
Just be safe first, cook them and go from there. And if you need any help with recipes, you can always get a hold of me, but it really is a no-brainer. I mean, anything you do with your morel mushrooms, your vegetables, you can do with the mushrooms too.
So let's talk recipes. Let's share with the audience what you like to use the lion's mane with.
Okay, so you can do as simple as just adding this to your scrambled eggs in the morning. It's great because all you gotta do is just peel it, and it peels apart so easily. It's almost like peeling string cheese. It's very therapeutic, very fun to play with. It's just so much fun how easy it is to peel.
Literally like
it is. Like, here, you try it. Yes, give it a try. I mean it's just, I love the smell of it too. I so want to eat this. I know.
I'm going to cook it though first.
Yes, I would suggest be safe. But you can just peel it, guys, and just stick it in whatever dish you're cooking. You can do scrambled eggs. We have done a barbecue baked chicken before, and you can just kind of have these still in the clumps, kind of like that. Kind of just peel it apart. Have a nice thick clump. Get your tray out, get your chicken inside, lay this around your chicken, bake it at 350 degrees, make sure it's cooked thoroughly, pull it out, and it is ready to go with your chicken. It kind of tastes just like the chicken, has the same texture of it too. And if you have any good seafood recipes, for example, like crab rangoon, switch out the crab for your lion's mane, and you got a nice alternative to that using your mushroom. Definitely.
One thing I love about mushrooms is they typically take on the flavor of the food you're cooking them with. So you have a nice texture
Absolutely.
with the awesome flavor, and it's actually good for you.
Yes, and that's one thing I like about the lion's mane mushroom for those who might have that off-putting to mushrooms like they used to. Like for me, when I was growing up, I thought mushrooms like, oh, I don't know about that, but there's such a different array of mushrooms now out there that I didn't know existed. And lion's mane is one of the more bland mushrooms where if you want to try doing mushrooms again, start out with lion's mane. So it's not going to be as nearly as strong of the mushroom flavor as you're used to in other mushrooms. It's a great starter mushroom.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you to try it too. It's going to be awesome. And, you know, and whenever you go to fry these up, if you don't want to do like all the salt and grease, you can also just do like in the air fryer. That way you can avoid all of that extra stuff you don't need to be consuming. I've also done this before. You take it, soak it in just a broth. If you want to do a chicken broth, a beef broth, and those who can't do that, they want to do just a vegetable broth. And then set it inside your air fryer until it's crispy, and it comes out really good. It comes out really nice. And then, besides the fresh, we go ahead and we try to limit the amount of waste that we have at the farm. What we can't sell fresh, we will break down into our mini products like our dehydrateds. I don't know if you knew we did dehydrateds, but of course, oyster mushroom, which is the one we just saw in our lion's mane here.
Look how yellow it turned out.
Yes, isn't that beautiful? We do a pink oyster too, and I love how it turns out whenever it dehydrates. It still has all that bright pink color. These are great. Soup stew chili. I told people don't rehydrate it because if you ever seen or try to dehydrate mushrooms, they become kind of mushy. Yes, I don't like mushy mushrooms, and there's that. Just take these straight into a soup stew chili. It just rehydrates in those flavors. You're good to go.
Perfect.
Yes, and then we'll take it down. We'll also process it. We started making seasonings.
Oh, wow.
It's just a powder form of the mushroom. This is dehydrated and then milled into a fine powder. Use it like salt or pepper. You get the mushroom flavor without the mushroom texture, especially those who might get turned off by the texture. Same thing, soup stew chili, but you can add these to like eggs, burgers. I mean, it's endless what you can do with these, but the great thing about the lion's mane, again, you got your medicinal. You can use it for teas, coffees, and then that's one of the other things I wanted to show is that that's what we do. We have a coffee that we add our lion's mane to. We just recently started doing supplements as well. So.
For those that don't like the flavor of a mushroom.
And the easier to consume and everything, like just one day.
I like mushrooms, so I feel like that's almost a waste.
Oh yes, exactly. And everybody's like, you need to make your own coffee. I'm like, okay, well, we need to do ours a little bit different. It's still a medium roast Colombian coffee, but with the benefits of the mushroom in it, because even my husband was like, you're not getting rid of my coffee. I'm like, okay, well, we got to figure something else because I got to get you some lion's mane in it too. So we started making our own blends, and all you taste is the medium roast Colombian coffee. The lion's mane kind of gives it a creamy texture and a creamy taste. That's all it is.
Oh, I know she's going to be leaving a little lighter than when she came in.
Oh, yes.
So where can people in Bloomington find your products?
Okay, so for example, here in Bloomington, we actually have the privilege of serving the Farm Bloomington restaurant just right around the corner from here. So whenever you go and order anything from them that has mushrooms, their pizza or their walking tacos, you know where they get their mushrooms from, locally sourced here in Spencer, Indiana. And then also, we've actually recently got the privilege to put our product in Sweet Escape Bakery, our Sweet Escape Baking Studio, LLC in Spencer. So they offer our fresh, and then we also are in a small little store in Brazil now that offer all of our mushroom products called Country Girls Gift Shop and Bakery as well.
That'd be a nice Sunday drive.
Oh, yes.
Are they open on Sunday?
They are not open on Sunday. They are open on Fridays and Saturdays, and they're open real early. They are with Square Donuts, so they offer donuts as well in the morning. Yes.
So have your donut and then eat your lion's mane to take care of yourself from the sugar.
Absolutely. And if you're interested in trying the mushroom coffee before you even make a purchase, there's a little place called Dory's Coffee Corner in Spencer, and they offer a lion's mane mushroom coffee, so you can try it out. And we are lucky enough to support them too.
Perfect. Love this. Yeah, you mentioned that you don't like to see any waste on your farm. So,
Yes.
so what other steps do you do to ensure that?
Okay, so you saw all the different products that we create with our mushrooms. We can't use fresh, we break down to all of those products. Now, our mushroom blocks. Okay, so what we grow our mushrooms on, the soy hulls and the oak pellets, we usually let our mushrooms fruit about twice off of a block. So once it's done fruiting, we'll even let it go outside and let it fruit another 2 additional times if we can, up to 4 flushes. And then we'll take that block and we'll turn it into mushroom amendments or mushroom composting so people can add it to their gardens, let mushrooms grow with their tomatoes. You can just harvest your tomatoes with your mushrooms. And we started doing mushroom totems. So you can take the same spent mushroom block that you want to use for compost or amendments, but you can also set up your totems with it, which is fantastic. And totems can last up to 5 years of growing mushrooms.
That's a no-brainer. Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
I'm learning so much. All right. And then, okay, where do you see your farm 5 years from now?
Oh my goodness, there's so many different things. We recently expanded our grow area. We were doing just 2 5x10 tents, but we have recently grown into, it's a what is it, a 7x16 tent. So what we could only do only a total of 48 blocks, we have now upgraded to 144 blocks. It's been amazing. In the future, we are looking to get a commercial kitchen, because that's one thing that's kind of slowing us down, is getting that commercial kitchen. So we're hoping by 5 years' time, a commercial kitchen, another building for growing our mushrooms in, because we're starting to learn different mushrooms have different climates, different humidity levels, and we are kind of limited to, in the space, which ones we can grow. Which our fast growers are lion's mane and oyster. They take only about 1.5 to 2 months to grow. So those are our fast mushrooms. We have the slower mushrooms like the chestnut, the shiitake, and pino pino. Those are our slow growers. They take 6 months to grow. So they've been kind of kicked outside, and those are part of our totem grows. And then our slowest growing mushroom we offer is our reishi mushroom, and it takes 9 months to grow.
Wow.
It's like being pregnant all over again. It's crazy.
This is really interesting. I know personally, I'm really excited about the lion's mane.
Oh, yes.
So I want to get the word out there. Lion's mane really is medicinal, and I'm super excited to find out we have a local source here.
Yes.
I can't stress enough. Check her out in Spencer or in any of the shops that she's available at. And if you have any questions, how do they get a hold of you? So they have any,
No
you mentioned
problem.
recipes that you have.
Yes. So we're on Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook. It's under A Fungus Amoung Us. Make sure when you spell among, it's AMOUNG, not AMONG. And watch that autocorrect, because it will try to correct you every time. I have it happen to me all the time. There's also our website, which is afungusamoungus.com. And pretty soon we'll also have a YouTube channel, which will be able to offer how to grow, how to harvest, and recipes. And it's going to be endless. So many things we're going to be able to offer on our YouTube channel. So I'm excited.
Well, I'm excited to support your YouTube channel, because I know how difficult getting videos up and uploading. So I will happily share this with you so you can share it on your channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, as always, we love to hear from you. So if you have any comments or questions, post them below. And until next time, stay well.
Much love.